If you haven't had an opportunity to watch Daredevil Season 2, Episode 10, The Man in the Box, stop listening now, major spoilers, here we go. Murdock and Foggy get caught in the crossfires of the Punisher's revenge. Karen and Murdock dig for the truth in very different ways. Another 10 out of 10 star episode. It's now 10:15 in the morning on March 19th, 2016. And we're almost done. We're almost done, man. 3 more episodes and we're done. I've already started episode 11. And we'll see what happens, man. Hopefully it can continue and have a perfect score just like season 1. All right. The Kingpin is back. The Kingpin has hired Daredevil. Excuse me. I'm sorry. I'm getting sleepy. The Kingpin has hired the Punisher to do his dirty work throughout the city. All right. How this happens. At the end of episode number 9, I believe it was, that's where we saw the Punisher head into prison. And inside of prison, he gets this invitation from this guy. This guy meets him out in the courtyard. He's lifting weights. I didn't know who it was at first. I thought he was going to take this target out. It turns out to be Kingpin. Kingpin hires the Punisher, sets the Punisher up pretty much to take out a guy in prison called Kingpin, and that's where Kingpin gets his name from. So now we have, the comic book source. We now have, the official name for the Kingpin is now Kingpin. So it's pretty damn awesome, man. So Punisher takes out the original Kingpin, and then the Kingpin closes the doors or doesn't allow the doors to be open since he runs the prison now. And then all of a sudden, all of these henchmen and inmates, that want to get revenge on the Punisher, they attack him. It's one of the most brutal fight scenes that Marvel's Daredevil has ever experienced, man. So much blood, so much gore, so much guts. It's unbelievable what's going on, man. He survives. The Punisher does survive, man. He takes a knife to the forearm and still lives. He takes a lot of punches, still lives, and he kills, I think, 10 or 15 guys, man. And then now the Kingpin understands that this guy, the Punisher, he has a gift, and the gift is killing, and so he hires him on to go do his dirty work. But the Punisher does have a soft side, I guess you can say, because he wants to protect Karen, and that's where, things get a little bit messed up. Punisher is released from prison on the Kingpin's orders, and now he's back inside of Hell's Kitchen causing chaos. Elektra left Daredevil after she was healed and recovered after the last episode. And we find out that Stick has hired a bunch of people that are going to continue coming after Elektra and most likely Daredevil too, and to try to kill them until the job is done. The failed attempt at the airport was pretty violent, but was really cool. The cool part about it is that we got to see Elektra with her weapons. Okay, and no spoilers. I'm not going to spoil this one, but let's just say if you are a fan of Elektra, you understand what's going on. What I'm hoping is that she holds on to those bad boys from now until the end of the series and continues on, seasons 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, etc. Let me see what else, man. Karen has a job now at the newspaper. She's doing some investigative reporting. She's trying to clear the Punisher's name. She is falling for the Punisher. I'm just going to go ahead and say that. I'm going to continue saying that until they prove otherwise. I think that she's falling for the Punisher. Foggy gets shot. The mayor, Reyes, I think it is, or Reyes or something like that, Reyes, she is killed. She's murdered in cold blood in front of everyone inside of her office. And now I guess you could say the objective of the team is to keep Reyes' daughter alive, okay? And that's all she wants, and she was gunned down, man. We don't know if it was the Punisher. We don't know who it was, to be honest, because all we saw was bullets. We can blame the Punisher, but who knows? I don't know if it is him because of the way that he saved Karen towards the end of the episode. Last thing. Oh, Kingpin and the Daredevil, in the form of Murdock, they meet inside of the prison, and Kingpin beats the shit out of Daredevil. Slams his head against the damn desk like 14 times. He has a quick growing temper, man, and oh man, it's really brutal. And there was this other moment when Kingpin and the Punisher first met. It was one of the epic moments of the entire series. It'll probably go down in like history as probably the best performance ever. And it's literally the Punisher fighting Kingpin on film, live action. Nuts. Absolutely nuts, man. And I really, really love that one, man. He was doing his signature moves, the Kingpin. I'm not going to spoil which moves he was doing, but when you watch it, you'll immediately say, okay, that's from the comic book. That's definitely something that, I haven't seen in a while, et cetera, man. I love it. I'm going to keep going. I'm tired as hell, but, man, we're rolling. We're rolling through, guys. Stick is now an issue. The Hand is still there. Yakuza, everybody's still there, and they're still fighting. Right now, the Yakuza is actually making their way. The Yakuza and the Hand are now making their way into the hospital, where the night nurse is trying to escape, man. Real quick, last thing is that there is a presence of something either undead or ancient. Let's just put it that way. We're out of here, guys. No spoilers. We're out of here. I will block you. Don't play with me.